Good evening, heroes and heroines, and welcome to Practising Programming in C, where again we are positioning the camera accordingly, and we've got some music lined up. Today is the 25th anniversary? I think that is the 25th anniversary of this magnificent album, At Action Park by Shellac of North America. And today's also the anniversary. It's just the 5th anniversary, I think, isn't it? So yeah, 20 years after that was released, this was released. An EP by Oberman Knox, which features a track by Ortec. So yeah, that's the music. Let's get down to it. What we're doing is, it's just the project styles thing. So, search the buffer, yeah. Yeah, right, this is the full thing, I think. So we should have a note somewhere in here that's to do with the theme. Unless it was in here. Okay, so it's not in there. Don't think. I think I left it as a note. Yeah, I think we did want to look into this actually, this top level situation. I'm going to go to the top level and do that. So there's here, energy title. Sorry, the wrong function. Yeah, Liparilla projects. So this is what we're going to be actually doing. Where's this theme used? Other than the... Yeah, that's it. So currently I think the only differences between this function, the top level function, and the non-top level function, I think it's just this line here. I'll just show just to show what we're talking about actually. What we're actually trying to do. So I think this is everyone, yeah. Okay, so yeah, never set the theme. I don't think. I think it's just picked hero, isn't it? Yeah, I think we just told it just to pick the first projects thing, I think, is what we told it to do. Yeah, which means that it won't have risky. Let me just change the config so we can actually see the thing looking a bit usable. So we can actually see the thing. So yeah, we've got all of these guys here. Let's just toggle off handmade hero. Right, and then we've got bitwise. And below bitwise we've got risky business. We've got all the risky business people, and then we've got Abner chats. So there's a thing to do at the top level that we'd like to sort out. We'd like to group these people together, basically. So we'd like to group intro to C, well, all the handmade hero things and then we'd like to group all of the risky business things. I would like to group the ABNA chats, so we need to get that working. That's a separate issue from what we're doing today, or at least in the first half of today. What we need to do is we need to actually get the styles for these people actually linked in, which is just looping over them in this line here, basically. So getting them all actually included. According to whatever the theme is. So yeah, we just need to sort of do that in a unique way, basically. So you just print out the CSS file for hero once, even though it's used by multiple people. Right, there, even though it's different projects. Right, this is intro to C, this is code. They both use the hero style. So yeah, we just need to get those things in. That is the task. I suppose we could line these guys up and just eyeball them. Something has changed between those places. Now, what's going on here? We've got a get asset, locate first child of block. Ah, it's just these two calls, isn't it? So we just literally did those just to get those things out. Yeah, so now it's all the same. Surely a better way to do this, by the way, diffing two files. Some sort of theme for the parent or top level config to use. Well, so this is, I think on this side is the non-top level one, and this is the top level one, and in the top level one we're using this. So yeah, what I'm saying is that these lines here, this line and this line, are the only differences in these entire functions. Although that isn't quite true, because I did see something up there which was a bit different. Okay, so this is all looking the same. Right, projects block counts. So that is looping over all the projects. Yeah, I think I understand this. So Jerry Ford and so those calls will have to be different at least. Really wish I hadn't gone down in line by line there. Yeah, this is all looking very, very similar. Yep. This is identical. So the only difference is this thing here was differing with this line. Make a note of that. Oops. So we've got a diff there, and it's just literally that, really. So I guess we could look into seeing whether that could happen at some other times. Basically, so that we could do the stuff that happened before this, and this, you know, any of this stuff, all in the one function, or do we need to like split this function out into different things? That's basically the question there. And the other difference I spotted was in the if. So this was products have public entries, and if products or descendants have public entries, so we could actually just pass that, couldn't we? Because it's simply a yes or no, isn't it? Yeah, another way of putting it actually is well, hang on a second. Yeah, like nothing else happens, does it? Like if that fails, we go to there. Right, basically, I'm just seeing if we could just roll this test into that if. So if that fails, we go down to there and we say no op. If this fails, we go down to there, and then return no op. So it sort of seems like we could just use that, do that in the same test. So I'll do that, and I'll also make it take the actual test. And then I want to do that. And the other thing was the and that was the P theme. The P is the thing that we were passing in anyway, right? Oh, hang on. What's the P being used for? Because a top level person isn't going to have a P. Now clearly this doesn't have to happen, and it can't happen in here. If nobody else uses the P, that'd be pretty nice. Generate filter and index of projects and children. That was the diff, wasn't it? Yeah. So what's the guy over here saying? Right. Yeah, so this is the thing that we needed to change anyway. We're aware of that having to be different. But yeah, other than that, there's nobody else that uses the P. Right. Obviously that loop over all projects, that's got to happen somewhere else. Basically the way I'm going to do this is yeah, in this loop. Is it in that loop? Yeah, that's a good point actually. Where are those loops happening? Because I need to be looping. I need to be looping over them in the generate thing. Generate filter and index. This is a function that actually loops, isn't it? Yeah. Well, not there, I don't think. Here it is. So this is the thing that loops over all the projects. Maybe I could let this person also build up the it's just the pointers basically. I'm going to have pointers to the theme strings. So build up that, and then after the fact, after we've gone over everyone, actually produce what? Okay. No idea what happened there. Encoding overloaded. Okay. No idea. Yeah, produce this line here for all of the people that we need. Right. What I'm saying is that line, this line will have to be produced after the fact, after you've actually gone over everyone. I mean, you could say it another way, like this entire include thing has to be produced after the fact. I do think I'm within my rights to do this, I think. Which is just basically to get the P out of the picture. Well, I know. I can just prevent it from taking it, can't I? And then where this was getting called, it was the end project. Rather than passing that, I think that might be right. So there's two calls to search stuff, is there? So here, this guy would be calling calling the same function with projects have public entries. And then it's going to be the config theme, isn't it? Yeah. Alright, so that's never called. So does this build? No, of course it doesn't. Because this function is now deceased. Partly because of that. Yeah, we need to sort out the diff situation. So, we don't store the theme, do we not? So it's expecting a string, but it's the answer of type car. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be the same deal, isn't it? So building. Now clearly this is a problem. So for this thing here, this isn't in a loop, is it? I think all that's happening here, isn't it? We're getting this filter buffer. We're getting these two buffers here. We're going to populate them with the stuff, and then having populated them, we're going to append the contents of the filter to the buffer. Don't know where the index goes. That goes down here, does it? So you append the filter, then you do this stuff. And then you append the index to the buffer, and then free the index before closing the node and doing this. Yeah, again, this outer person isn't in a loop, is it? No, it's simply just that. Yeah, unfortunately we're switching on the result of one function. Function that we really need to split out a bit. And this one doesn't care. It's not switching anything. So this one that uses the collision buffers. Yeah, I think the question is, how do we actually get something like that through, isn't it? How to get the P through. I guess you could just say pass a pointer to the P, and if you have got a P, you pass it through. If you haven't, then you do what this person's doing. Wherever the products block is derived from. Well, yeah, I guess it's just get the block, isn't it? Yeah, that is exactly probably what you're supposed to do, actually. So in either case, if you got a P, let's just check that is actually what that type is. It's a DB header project P. Yeah, that is just it, isn't it? So then the only remaining difference you don't need to actually break this out anymore because this thing is done. The only remaining difference is going to be how you actually loop over all the projects, making link nodes for all unique CSS files. So if I'm not mistaken, I think we're doing almost everything, apart from the one thing that we were supposed to be doing. The one thing we're trying to do, which is output all of this lot. I think. In other words, we've kind of compressed these two functions into one. what are we going on here? Link rel style sheet type this, and this is for the theme. So look a minute. So it's Cinera.css. Right, push asset landmark. Am I right in that? Well, hang on. URL location. This is derived from here. So it's a Cinera.css file. You get the URL, and this URL location gets stuffed in here. Now, what is that? That's a buffer. Should that not have a length? I think we should have a length for that. Like, that just isn't good enough. That might not be zero indexed, zero not terminated. Pretty goddamn sure that's what you need. Just check again. Copying the string to buffer. Right, we're passing that URL buffer. Rewind that buffer and then we copy string to it. Mind you, what does this do? Copy string to buffer. Yeah, it's not null terminating, is it? Well, hang on. Here it is. VSN printf is null terminating. So I suppose I'll take it back. Yeah. Yeah, because the thing is, if I'm using the point to take away the location. Well, actually, no, sorry. The length. Yeah. Well, wait, what? No, that should still be the right value, actually. Yeah, I do think that will be the right value for me. The point to take with the location should be the right size. So it's just a bit of an insurance thing there. Not sure where this is up to, actually. What's it saying? Custom points to integer different size. Right. So yeah, this up on this, and I don't think it closes the thing, does it? As you can kind of get from here. Include search. yeah, I would be inclined to take that line, pull these guys up, and just do that. Just so it at least closes that thing. And these are dealing with different, separate things. Yeah, probably something here as well, actually. Okay, so all of these style sheets will be pushed on in their entirety. So let's see what we've got so far. It's not crashing, which is always a nice thing to see. We should hopefully just see that it looks the same, and the only difference is that we don't have this line here. Yeah, perfect. Which means that I think this should actually look and operate just as normal. Yeah, and it does seem to. Oh, yeah, can't see it. Right, so that's off. Yeah, I think it looks like it's working. Yeah, it is all working. So I think we're generating the thing correctly. We've only tested the top level guy, so let's have a look at hero. Again, we're going to be missing the actual link for that, which is fine, but I think the rest of it is still just fine. I do like how quickly that is working, actually. Really, easy doesn't occur. Well, it occurs in 28 episodes, probably in Handmaid's Hero. And this has got to research. It's got to redo the search when you saw it, which is pretty interesting that it does it so quickly. Pretty sure it does, doesn't it? It does have to research. Doesn't it? I don't know. But yeah, anyway, we've got that. So you now need to address this thing here, which is looping up all the projects, making link notes for all unique CSS files. So the includes search. I think part of this is that I want to switch the include search collation buffer to be sizable, I think. Yeah, because here we're just claiming this, claiming a kilobyte for it. Yeah, and that might not be something that we wouldn't necessarily want to do. Maybe let's just proceed in this fashion for the time being. And yeah, think about sorting that out in a bit. I mean, if you think about it, we could actually just do the whole thing right here, couldn't we? You know, do the loop, do the pre-loop, actually building up the array of pointers, and then do the second loop over the pointers. Again, we've got the P coming in, so we can use that to get at least the first thing. Yeah, so there is a P actually. Skip produce and children. So this is produce block counts. Well, we need to get the produce block out. Yeah, so we're passing this in a way that it won't be modified, so we can just do this with abandon, basically. Yeah, so it's push like unique string pointer, let's say. It's a bit cryptic, but all I'm saying is yeah, we need our structure actually as well. So we're going to have a structure that basically is just an array of pointers. So we're going to be pushing those onto that array, and then having pushed them on, we're just going to loop through them, performing this piece of code down here. Aren't we? So probably also in here we want the actual structure that we're pushing onto. Well, hang on, are they actually strings? Now that I think about it. P theme. Yeah, it's not going to be, is it? They're going to be... So yeah, a string is simply a base pointer, which they've all got a base pointer, and they also have a length as well. So I guess we could just push them on as actual strings, so that it's not going to be a pointer to a string. It's going to be a bunch of strings basically. Do we not have the strings data type, by the way? Yeah, because it's now an actual thing, isn't it? Just double check what fit actually takes. Right, we're dereferencing one of these. Well, hold on. This is bullshit. It's actually unique themes. S is what you actually want to be talking about, isn't it? Is it? Yeah, I do think that's what you want to be talking about. Well, sure. No, we didn't bother. Well, hang on a second. We don't even know if we need to fit it first, do we? What we actually need to do is go over the unique themes first. Oh, right. Yeah, so it actually needs to be the size of a what is this the size of? It's a P theme, isn't it? No, we don't actually know. I mean, I guess I could just pass it. Bit cheesy, but that's what happens sometimes. So that. Now, I guess in time-honoured tradition, I might try and follow Casey's advice here and avoid returning from things in the middle of functions. Yeah, I mean, I am doing that here, aren't I? was that completely right? Too few arguments to fit, really. Well, this is actually the function that does it, isn't it? So it's like fit unique themes. And then you want to say that the unique themes S at the unique themes count well, it's not that. It is the... hang on. It's actually... No, there's still... It's wrap 0 I the theme. It's actually that. Really? Oh, right. Realloc. If the pointer is null, then the call is equivalent to a malloc of size. Perfect. So, if there's a P, then we want to do that. But yeah, we want to do this recursively, don't we? How does the generate filter in thingamajig work? So that then loops. Gone. So this function is generate filter and thingy, isn't it? Yeah, and then near the end, it calls itself. So how could that apply to what I'm doing here? This is one call, isn't it? Well, so it's, yeah, it's one call here. but in here it's looping over the products. It's the top level people. So yeah, it does seem like you want to be doing this in a somewhat recursive way, doesn't it? In which case, rather than taking the theme and the width of things separately, yeah, and that should then work as well. Actually, if it's got a P, because you still just pass that, don't you? And we just pulled out the P there. Really? 5 or 4 parentheses. Yeah, that should be right, shouldn't it? Because this person should go ahead and push all the children on, shouldn't it? Yeah, like each time you call this, if a project has got a child, it'll keep sending. So yeah, I think I am convinced that that is okay. Yeah, I mean, I suppose all it is it's actually just free and reset count, actually. Mind you, now that I think about it, you don't really necessarily need to bother about resetting the count. You just need to make sure you've freed the thing. Now, is that right? Yeah, I suppose because it's a defined, isn't? Well, it's not defined. Yeah, and as I say, this is supposed to be taking a pointer to a U64, but the count in this situation here is no such thing. So I would have thought you'd have to pass it like that. Now, I guess the question is, where are we getting it from? Oh, right, free and reset count, so we were getting it from there. And is this what config full? Yeah. So yeah, it's just for all of these guys. Now we just need to put them into our buffer. So we've got our collation buffer, haven't we? The include search, yeah. So we know what the theme is, right? It's just the it's just this. Almost. Nope. Oh. URL. So where did we get that before? That was used from up here. Yeah, I think we're basically just reusing that buffer. Wonder why that got lost. Is that, yeah. Oh, we haven't claimed that buffer, have we? What exactly is that supposed to be doing? We haven't done anything with that. Construct result asset URL. This person claims it. And then declaims. Alright. And there we have our situation again, don't we? The URL location. Well, that works. Push unit pointers. So it's this call. So this is this. It's the unique themes. So we need to. Oh, yeah, right. We actually need to call it like that. So there's hero. There's hero going in. There's all that. Now, if we toggle off all these guys, Bitwise has got its theme perfectly. As is Risky Business. It's pretty sweet, actually. And then finally, Abner's thing has got his theme. So that's perfectly as, that's exactly as we wanted it to be. I mean, yeah, that is just exactly as we want it. Let's give us some more risky business actually. Right. So you can actually recognise the people by their projects, or rather you can recognise the project by the style. Yeah, let's use chunks, get a bit more. And there you can see all our people. And yeah, that is exactly what we wanted. So what are we getting here actually? We're getting, I think we're getting a superfluous new line. I think that's what we're seeing. So in the in this bit here, this guy is ending it with a new line. I think what we actually want to do is make the first one do the new line. Right, so you basically do that before you do the thing, and then the person down here just prevent that from doing the new line. I think that's what you really want to happen. So we've still got somebody. This is Cinera topics. Okay. Then you want to make the next person down. Insert the new line at the start, but not to put one at its end. I'm a little check down further actually. And then these guys are using the actual proper, more systemic functions. Yeah, so whereas this was just doing a copy string to buffer, these guys are doing actual like closed nodes and all that kind of more real stuff. Yeah, I think that's more like what you're after. And then you don't have that superfluous new line at the end. So yeah, I think that's just exactly what I wanted to do actually today. So the final thing is just to delete the stuff that we don't need. I might leave it to do actually. Where is that? Actually, it's not generate filter, is it? It's up near. It's up here. How do you go to the other thing? Is it? Yeah, there you go. So that was with the closing square brackets and then the hash. Some sort of theme for the parent or telecom to use. We're satisfied, aren't we? We're pressing the theme in. This indent buffer. Not sure. Not exactly sure what this is supposed to signify. I guess we're printing and then freeing. Index. Yeah, let's give that a little bit of space. Figure out how to produce a search page that collates the entries of multiple projects. We do this now. And what is this guy saying? This guy marks collation buffer search, right? So really, we want to make it also malloc the include search. Oh yeah, and it was all the search the buffer function calls, wasn't it? I think we're satisfied this is working now. Generate global search page. Yeah, I mean, it's working. Kind of nice. We didn't need to rejig this around in a way that we're kind of slightly worried that we might have to. You know, these calls are here just remain the same, and I believe it's still returning the correct return codes, the appropriate return codes for these things. Do we have something on a string buffer? Yeah, I might do in mib string actually, which I don't think I'm using here. Anyway, that string is doing the job. Do we have any other top level functions? So yeah, we need that. Let's do the database. Oh yeah, right. That was it, wasn't it? That's the next thing to do. It's to actually group these people by their actual projects. I'm not sure if this is at all relevant, but let's see what it does. It's always a good sign when it doesn't crash, by the way. Interesting. So it just doesn't know. It just doesn't know how to indent those people. So that's what that's for. How long are we going? We're doing an hour and a half. So yeah, I think I will leave this to next time actually. Actually, hang on. I think it's actually this whole thing which is the problem. Yeah, I do think it's the whole lot. So if we just say, well, if we just do this and this, I wonder if this will give me the top level people. Might not. That's fine. Yeah, you see, it has kind of, it's given me the ability to toggle off everyone in the top level. So yeah, really the question is, having a chat, it's got a name. Ah, interesting. So that's got a name. No. This has already got a title. Well, yeah, I mean, now that I think about it, we don't really need to give Bitwise its own something just yet, do we? Although possibly we do, actually. Yeah, we do. Unless we just set the directories for that a bit differently. So we've got include Abner chats, and the title is already set as Abner chats. Yeah. Yeah, and there we have it. So you got Handmade Hero, Intro to your Windows, you got the main Handmade Hero. So this is, yeah, that's just totally it. This bitwise is weirdly spaced out. Did I not give that a title? Yeah, I mean, I suppose that is the behaviour that you want. Ah, but when I'm in here, I don't want to be able to toggle everyone off, because that's just nonsense. You don't want to be able to do that. You just want to have the ability to toggle these people off. So yeah, I think what I'll do is I will leave it until next time to just fully nail down what I'm actually talking about here. Oh yeah, we can use the global theme now, can't we, actually? We can set that to something other than hero. And that will only that just controls the colour of the filter. That's basically what's going on there. It is kind of cool to see all of these people together. You know, all these different styles, just all kind of, you know, on the same page. I've never seen that before. Yeah, and I hope it's helpful that they're like this. so you can just see at a glance what projects you're looking at. Oh. Yeah, interesting. Except the actual search doesn't use the style of the actual project that he's talking about. So that might be something to do. Yeah, that might be something to do. So let's do some notes. Oh yeah, I need to do this global theta reset. So I need to make the actual, basically the config. When you've got a global thing, only make it mandate that you've got all of the global things that it needs, basically. Yeah, the project thing seems to have now done. So the thing that we need to do is figure out the filter display that we want. Basically that. So like grouping into C and hold down to handmade miscellany, grouping these people together. In this context, but in this context not. I think it's probably just a case of seeing, like, if there are multiple top level people, right? So in this, if it can determine that in addition to the handmade people, there are other things, if it can determine that, then group the handmade ones together. Well, group everyone together. Otherwise, don't bother. That's probably it. But yeah, that's what we'll be sorting out another time. We've done an hour and 47 minutes and 20 seconds. So that'll suffice for now, I reckon. So I'll just say thank you very much, Heroes and Heroines, for being here, for being beautiful, for being figurative, and for being stylish, I guess. Like all of these people, all these style icons. So yeah, thanks for that lot. Until next time, farewell for now.